It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Antlers and the Shamrocks, next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Wait ahead. The NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's our visiting team and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff.
The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wildcard Weekend. And off we go here on this Saturday. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger. But to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 24 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it.
A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. The defense has got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. On first down, it's Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card route. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. A throw on the move is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try to run.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Jones. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. On play action, it's... And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Now, Jones. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. Jones operating out of the pistol. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But they're fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
His kick is good. And the Antlers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Shamrocks offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 3-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they just try a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
The extra point, up and good. And the Antlers are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Shamrocks offense ready to get back at it. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Antlers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Shamrocks offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They motion the slot man left. Up the middle they go. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Antlers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Jones. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. Now give on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. A handoff as they try to run it here. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Back to throw is Jones. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a first down. To throw is Jones. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Jones to the air again. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The home team's offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This time they stay on the ground. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Antlers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On first down, Jones. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. To throw, it's Jones. He'll And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, these two teams have dug in. We're in for a great second half. And to call the action, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Antlers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second down and 8. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing, Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's enough for a first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Handoff here, up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Shamrocks getting their punter out there, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Now Jones. Quick throw taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. They'll stay on the ground. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now, faking the give. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, He's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate. And
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Shamrocks are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Here's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Shotgun now for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Jones. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. The drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. So second down, and they'll run it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now, Jones gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Play action now. It's Jones.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This team's offense ready to get back at it. The trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He tosses. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. A gain of 11 on that one. And that will be a first down. Now, Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Back to the air one more time. To the right side here, pass is caught. His first catch in the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Important moment here. 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
And now it's decision time, Mike. And I'll tell you, this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. The question comes down to, do you trust your offense to put this game away and come up with a 1st down? Or do you punt the ball back and say, okay, defense, let's not give them any good field position? It's a big decision right here. I can't wait to see what he does.
The Shamrocks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. That'll be incomplete, and now we are down to likely just one more play. Now, a big 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.